Hey guys, it's Layla from Ignite, and I'm here to talk today about a certain technique that I favor, and I call it my go-to technique. And knowing this type of analysis is useful whenever you're looking at a text and you're kind of struggling to look for your typical similes, your metaphors, your personification, and you just want something that you can always comment on in a written text. And the technique that I'm talking about is syntax. And I often find that students actually aren't aware of what syntax even is. Let me tell you what it is. Okay, so syntax refers to the structure of a sentence. It's where we're looking at the word order, how words are placed, where they are in the sentence, and the length of the sentence in its entirety. Typically, I find it useful to think about syntax in two ways. When we're looking at a sentence, if it's quite long and drawn out with lots of commas in that sentence, we would refer to that as elongated syntax. Conversely, if you've got a sentence that's really quite short, it's truncated and it's repetitive in its structure, or if you have multiple sentences that mirror that short and repetitive structure, we would call that short and truncated syntax. And the reason syntax is important to consider is because often the sentence structure will be reflective of the subject matter of that sentence. Let me give you an example. Say you've got some text and it's describing a really tranquil beach. Okay, you've got the waves moving backwards and forwards and it's a really calm setting. It would be quite off-putting to you as a reader if the description of that landscape was conveyed through short and truncated sentences. It's more fitting to describe that landscape in sentences that flow and reflect the movement and the sounds of the beach. There'd be lots of commas and the sentences would be themselves elongated. So there's a correlation between the way that these sentences are written and the meaning that they are trying to convey. Let's take a look at some specific examples and I'll show you how to comment on syntax within your analysis. So in this sentence, it reads, "Elated, she threw the envelope into the air." Taking a look at the syntax here, you've got elated at the beginning of the sentence, followed by the comma. The structure here is drawing our attention to the first word and we're forced to pause. It's drawing our attention to the emotion of this person, this protagonist, within the sentence. So if you wanted to describe and comment on the syntax here, this is what you would do. In response to the quote I've written, the syntax places elated first in the sentence, followed by the pause through the comma. Okay, so notice how we haven't just said syntax. We've actually described specifically how the syntax is playing out within the sentence. This draws our attention to the emotional state of the protagonist as elated. I've brought my quote into my analysis in response to the symbolic envelope, and I've kind of made something of the envelope to suss out why she's responding in this elated way. But as you can see, we've taken the syntax, we've commented on how it's actually unfolding within the sentence, and we've attributed some meaning to the use of the syntax there. Let's take a look at a different type of sentence. It reads, "Punch, split lip, punch again, all was a blur." Here, the syntax is an example of that short and repetitive sentence structure. All of the sentences are similar in their length, and as a result, you get this sense of action in what's occurring. In violent or action scenes, it wouldn't really make sense to have that calm, elongated sentence structure. So again, you can see the syntax, as short, fast, and repetitive, is quite symbolic or reflective of what's going on within the text. So if we were to analyze it, this is what we would do. The short and repetitive sentence length reinforces the fast action taking place within the text. So again, syntax is reflective of what's going on within the text, so as you're reading through and experiencing the length of the sentences, you gain even more insight to what's actually going on. I hope that was really useful for you guys. Remember, whenever you're looking at a text and you don't really know what technique to identify, always come back to syntax. Ask yourself, how is this sentence structured? Is it drawing my eyes to a particular word in that sentence? Is the structure of the sentence conveying a certain aspect of the subject matter? These types of questions will guide you to some really sophisticated analysis in a technique that is present in any written text. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like the content, please subscribe and we'll have more content coming your way. Cheers. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching once again. If you are enjoying our content, and we hope you are, please do like and subscribe to our channel, and of course, share with your friends.
That's right guys, thanks for watching, but please do make sure you check out our very special resources. They're quite unique. We've made a whole bunch of state rank practical guides for all your English texts out there. So check out the link now at ignitehsc.com.au. Let us know what you think. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next video.